Once upon a time in a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake lived a young woman named Elara. Elara was known throughout the village for her radiant smile and her heart as big as the sun. She had a unique gift for making everyone around her feel special. One breezy afternoon, as Elara strolled through the village, she spotted an elderly gentleman sitting on a park bench. His name was Mr. Williams, and he was a widower who often felt lonely. Seeing him sitting all by himself, Elara's heart went out to him. Her name was Mrs. Gable, and she was known for being grumpy and always finding fault with everything. Seeing an opportunity to spread some cheer, Elara sat beside her and began chatting, just like she had done with Mr. Williams. She asked Mrs. Gable about her life, her interests, and if there was anything she'd like to share. To Elara's surprise, Mrs. Gable's gruff exterior melted away, revealing a kind and gentle woman. They talked about gardening, their families, and Mrs. Gable even shared stories of her late husband, whose name was Thomas. Elara listened attentively, her heart growing fonder for this strong-willed yet loving woman. She sat beside him and began chatting, asking him about his life, his hobbies, and his late wife, whose name was Eleanor. She thanked Mrs. Gable for her company and bid her farewell. At her weekly pie delivery, Elara shared the news with the staff, who were equally mourning the loss of their beloved friend. Together, they reminisced about Mrs. Gable's kind heart and the positive impact she'd had on their lives. Every week after that, Elara would visit Mrs. Gable, bringing her slices of Eleanor pie and listening to stories of her life. Though she never forgot Mrs. Gable or Mr. Williams, she knew that the love and kindness they had shared would continue to live on in the hearts of everyone she touched. And so Elara's journey of bringing happiness to others continued, reminding everyone around her that even in the face of loss, life was still sweet, just like her famous apple pie. One day, however, when Elara arrived at the nursing home, she heard some distressing news. Mrs. Gable had passed away peacefully in her sleep, leaving behind a void in the hearts of those who knew her. At the nursing home, she asked about Mr. Williams and learned that he had gone for a walk in the garden. The staff warned her that he wouldn't be back for quite a while, so Elara decided to wait for him in the garden. As they talked, Elara noticed that Mr. Williams' eyes would often glisten with tears. She gently inquired about the sadness he felt, and he confided in her, sharing stories of how much he missed his wife and how he wished he could turn back time and spend more moments with her. Touched by his story, Elara had an idea. The next day, she baked a batch of her famous apple pies, each one as delicious as the last. And she decided to visit Mr. Williams again. When she presented him with a slice of pie, she told him, "This is my Eleanor pie. Just like your wife, it's sweet, a little sour, but mostly just wonderful." Mr. Williams' eyes twinkled with amusement. He took a bite of the pie and his face lit up with joy. It tasted just like the apple pie Eleanor used to make. From then on, every week, Elara would bring Mr. Williams a piece of her Eleanor pie. They would reminisce about Eleanor, and Mr. Williams' loneliness began to fade away. One day, however, when Elara arrived at the park, she found Mr. Williams' bench empty. She inquired around the village, and folks told her that Mr. Williams had moved into a nursing home, which saddened her. She hadn't realized how old he truly was. Determined to cheer him up, Elara baked one of her biggest batches of Eleanor pie and set off to find him. As she walked among the flowers, she noticed an elderly woman sitting on a bench. As the sun began its descent, Elara knew it was almost time to leave. Though saddened, Elara understood that Mrs. Gable had lived a long and fulfilling life. In the following weeks, Elara continued to spread joy at the nursing home, visiting the residents and brightening their days with her cheerful spirit and delicious pies.